This we look at weddings through a sociological lens, revealing a complex interplay of cultural, social, economic, and symbolic elements. So let's explore the key areas. Weddings showcase diverse cultural traditions. For instance, Indian ceremonies span several days with numerous rituals, while Western weddings often focus on vow exchanges and ring ceremonies. Then symbolic meanings, different cultures attach various meanings to wedding elements. In Western traditions, a white dress often represents purity, while in Chinese customs, a red dress signifies good fortune and joy. Now, let us look at some of the uh, social functions of weddings. So, weddings serve as a social glue, bringing together families, friends, and communities. They strengthen existing relationships and forge new connections, new alliances. The scale and grandeur of a wedding can reflect and reinforce social standing. Extravagant ceremonies often serve as displays of wealth and social position. Now, weddings can significantly affect personal as well as family finances. The costs involved often influence savings and long-term financial planning. Now, the wedding industry spans various sectors, including fashion, catering, photography, and event planning, contributing to job creation and economic growth. Now, let's have a brief look at the gender dynamics involved. Many wedding customs reinforce traditional gender expectations. For example, brides often wear specific attire, which more often symbolizes purity, while grooms might be expected to demonstrate financial stability. There's a growing trend towards more equal wedding practices, such as shared financial responsibilities between partners. Then there is the legal side of weddings, including licenses and certificates, highlighting marriage as a social institution. Marriage often comes with legal advantages like tax breaks and inheritance rights, underlining its institutional importance. Weddings weddings also allow individuals to express their personalities and values through choices they make, the choices in venue, attire, ceremony style. For many, weddings mark significant life transitions. For many, weddings mark significant life transitions, often accompanied by a mix of emotions, including joy, nervousness, anticipation. The recognition of same sex marriages in various regions reflects the changing social attitudes towards inclusivity and equality. In diverse societies, weddings often blend traditions from different cultures, showcasing the negotiation of cultural identities. Then, now let's have a look at what Malinowski's views were on marriage. So, Malinowski saw marriage as a key social structure serving a vital role in society. Now, these roles include managing sexual behavior, fostering economic teamwork, and raising children. He stressed that marriage goes beyond a sexual union and it forms a economic alliance. He noted that marriage practices vary widely across cultures. He documented how the Trobriand Islanders had their unique customs and rules regarding marriage, demonstrating that marriage is culturally specific institution. He also noted that marriage creates links between families and kin groups. These connections extend beyond the immediate family, forming wider social networks crucial for support and cooperation. Now, let's have a look at how marriage practices are changing. So there is, of course, the impact of technology. Modern technology has changed weddings from online invites and virtual events to social media sharing and live streaming. Platforms like Instagram, Pinterest shape wedding trends as couples aim for visually appealing, shareable moments. Further, Globalization has led to exchange of wedding practices across cultures. For example, Western style weddings are gaining popularity in many non-Western countries. Then we have destination weddings. So the trend of marrying in far off locations reflects globalization, with couples often blending local cultural elements into their ceremonies. Then let's take a look at the different types of marriages, and how we can put different categories to the different ways marriage takes place. So the first is monogamy and polygamy. So the main marriage types include monogamy and polygamy. And monogamy is where one spouse there is one spouse at a time. And in polygamy there are multiple spouses. Polygamy splits into polygyny and polyandry. So polygyny is where one man has multiple wives. It's common in some African and Islamic cultures. And then polyandry is where one woman has multiple husbands. It's found in parts of Tibet and Nepal too, in some remote parts of India too. Then we have then there is group marriage. Although rare, it involves several men and women in one marital unit. Then there is endogamy, which means marrying within a specific social group, while exogamy involves marrying outside one's group. So endogamy is within the group, while exogamy is outside one's group. Then we have hypergamy and hypogamy. Hypergamy is marrying up socially or economically. Hypogamy is marrying down socially or economically. Then there is also cross cousin marriage, which involves children of a brother and sister. It is common in some tribal societies. Then there is parallel cousin marriage, which involves children of two brothers or two sisters. It is seen in Middle Eastern and North African societies. Then there is levirate marriage, in which it is when a man marries his deceased brother's widow, ensuring family continuity. Then there is sororate marriage, which involves a man marrying his deceased wife's sister. Now, these diverse forms reflect cultural values, economic conditions, and social structures, and it highlights the complexity of this human social organization. Now, let us look at some of the critical perspectives. So first, we look at the Marxist perspective. Marxist theory shows how institutions maintain inequality. Weddings mirror social and economic disparities. The gap in wedding costs across classes highlights financial inequalities. From a gender perspective, traditional wedding roles can also reinforce gender imbalances and sort of reinforce the patriarchal norms. Then we have Bourdieu's ideas on cultural and social capital. His ideas on cultural and social capital reveal how people use knowledge, skills, and connections for social advantage. Wedding choices in style, venue, customs reflect this cultural capital. Extravagant weddings showcase cultural and economic status. Social capital is seen in the relationships strengthened through these wedding events. Then Giddens' structuration theory looks at how social practices both shape and are shaped by societal structures. He also stresses individual agency within these structures. Weddings can be seen as both reproducing and changing social norms. While weddings follow traditions, people can personalize them, showing shifting social dynamics. Then Butler's performative theory sees gender as a performance rather than an innate quality. Weddings often involved traditional gender role performances like brides in white dresses, grooms in suits. These acts reinforce gender expectations. However, non-traditional same-sex weddings challenge these norms, showing gender and social role flexibility. Then Michel Foucault's theories explore how power works through discourse and knowledge, forming social norms. Weddings can be viewed as places where power relations play out through discourse. This includes marriage laws, religious cultural norms, and media influence on ideal wedding perceptions. On the ideal wedding perceptions. Now, these thinkers offer different ways to analyze weddings, providing insights into cultural, social, economic, and power dynamics underlying this important social institution that is marriage, weddings. So, hope this video was short, informative, and helped was of some help. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And yeah, thank you.